Hey everyone, and welcome to episode 5 of the Hardcore Iron Man Season 2. If you haven't watched the last episode, I suggest you go and watch that one first, because I am about to spoil it. So, go watch that one. You gone? Good. Right, so those of you who are left and who've watched the last episode, I am now on my last legs. I have no more lives, so PVM is kind of gonna have to be put on the back burners, and for a little while now I'm gonna be focusing mostly on questing, and we're gonna start right now with this episode. I start this episode on 212 quest points, and there's, still another 198 available, so I want to get as many of those done safely as soon as possible and start getting those unlocks and XP from that and whatever, just, different ways of going about it. I've also been doing a lot of AFK stuff, particularly while filming those loot videos, and I'm really glad that they've done well, and I'm so thankful to everybody who subscribed to the channel after watching them, and I hope you don't mind a hardcore video every now and then, because that is what the channel was originally meant to be, but don't worry, loot videos will be back soon enough. But for now, let's hop into Season 2, Episode 5 of my Hardcore Iron Man. Another day, another archaeology level. That's level 104. I've just been making a bunch of the Red Realm Relic 1 collections, and I've been turning them into chronotes and the Tetra Compasses. So I now actually have 9.5 complete Tetra Compasses in my bank. I'm not actually going to complete them yet. I'll probably make like a stack of 25 and then complete them all. So that's the plan with archaeology for a little bit. At level 107 I'll do Zaros. Here we go, at 92 thieving. I need 94 for Amloth and 96 for Hefin thieving, so we're getting good with them. 89 crafting, that's a really nice level. That's level for flasks, the crystal ones and the regular ones. It's also kind of the Iron Man level for the Light Within, because you need a flask for that. All Hefin hours have now become agility hours essentially to me. Anytime there is the plus 20%, I'm going to be here because I just hate agility. Even on this course, where, you can just stay in the same place and just keep clicking, it's still really annoying and I can't wait to get out of here. Hall of Memories is really good, obviously. 93 Divination, we just need 2 more levels, and then we can do Incandescent Wisps, which will mean that we can speed through getting our Divine Charges. We got a Slayer task down in the Softened Slayer dungeon for the first time, so we've managed to get ourselves quite a lot of keys for the Magister that we're just never going to use really. But we got ourselves 85 magic while we're down here, and that's of course the level 4 Teleblock, and for Water Surge, I think? Yeah, Surge, and of course for Sunshine, so we can increase our deeps decently there. First quest of the day is going to be In Search of the Myra Key. Obviously we begin that quest line, nice and easy. Back at Hefin. Not really sure why I'm here at the moment. I think a half an hour must have just ended. I can't really see the clock, so I don't know why I was here at this time, but 80, that means we can boost with a Summer Pie up to 85, and we can go to Anachronia from now on. We just need 96 thieving for Hefin. Back to back level 80s, we managed to get ourselves level 80 Herblore from one of the few days and weeklies that I actually do every single time it's available. Herby Werby, it's just really good. 93 thieving, just 1 more level for Amloth, and then we'll be able to get ourselves Signs of the Porter just by pickpocketing those guys. And there it is, level 94, so that's Amloth thieving. We can get the Signs of the Porters. We just need 2 more levels to get ourselves Hefin for Summer Pies. Ithalhour, of course, means more time spent with our harps. I've got over 25,000 harmonic dust now, so I've got absolutely tons of the stuff. Level 91, we just need 2 more levels to make Dinosaur Hide from all our big game hunter gear. Now on to the proper quest grind. The first quest that we're doing in this little quest grind is Shadow of the Storm. We've got our Dark Light upgrade, and yeah, easy quest. 1 quest point, a little bit of XP that we stuck into range. Next up was Soul's Bane. Nothing really special to say about this, so let's just move on. Next up, we have In Search of the Marquee, which I was kind of putting off just because you need so much stuff. But you can use the Barrows teleport, so it's fairly easy to get around now. But yeah, quest complete. I wouldn't say nice and easy, but yeah, it's done. It's over. Pretty much done with the Darkness of Hallowvale. And all I'm going to say is I'm so thankful for the Infinite Run thing from Archaeology. Because, oh my goodness, if I didn't have that. Right, give you the message. Yep, cool. Oh, quest complete. You get barely anything for it either. Like, the reward just isn't worth it, aside from the fact that you then unlock more of the quest line, but sure. Alright, Legends Quest. That was absolutely awful. I mean, I made a ton of mistakes, so like it was like slower than it really should have been. But at the same time, like, oh goodness me. Right, done. That was, yeah, not a fun quest. It just took so long, and I really need to get some bittercap mushrooms to make the fairy ring, but it's done now. So I felt if I was going to turn this into a fairly quest-heavy episode, that I would do all the free-to-play quests that are left. So first up was Ernest the Chicken. It's 4 quest points, it's just stupid easy for 4 quest points, and it does take us over 225 quest points, so we can get another thing from May. Next up we have the Return of Tutorial Island with the Beneath Cursed Tides quest. That means we can finally, and I can't believe I'm only just unlocking this now, we can finally unlock the Oyster Monthly, and we have this 10k XP, which after much deliberation I have stuck into Herblore. The next free-to-play quest is Chef's Assistant. This was, again, stupid easy, 1 quest point, 1500 cooking XP. That reward is pretty fair. Then we have Once Upon a Slime, and you can see by the looks on our faces that what's going on off screen is definitely not safe for work. Now, boys and girls, this is what happens when a male slime and a female slime love each other very much, and oh, it's absolutely terrifying. Okay, yeah, you get off screen, please, thank you. Okay, so yeah, 1 quest point, little bit of XP, cool. And the final free-to-play quest was Perils of Ice Mountain, little bit of XP, 1 quest point. But we're now done with all the free-to-play quests. Let's move on to a pay-to-play one. This one is Dishonor Among Thieves, and honestly, this is definitely my favourite quest so far. Like, of all the quests I've ever done, this one is my favourite. Because it's not hard just for running around, it's hard because there actually is a little bit of skill and a bit of multitasking in it. You have to swap those 2 characters over in the south every now and then to keep those bars are at the top of the screen from going over either end. You've got to talk to Zemarugul to actually block all these ghoul things, and that actually lets you then, while everything else is going on, you have to give yourself time to find where the beating in this screen is fastest. So you can see it's pretty slow at the moment. It will speed up once I find the right area. This is what I really like in a quest. So yeah, it's multitasking, yeah, it's hard, you know, but it's not hard just for the sake of being a difficult quest that takes forever. It takes a long time because it takes a bit of skill, and yeah, it's just really good quest design. I honestly really enjoyed this quest. Not to mention that this bit at the end, after you touch the Stone of Jas, just look at the Deeps output. You touch the Stone of Jas and then all your hits, instead of being between 0 and 15k, are between 10k and 25k hits, and that includes literally every single tick of a bleed. So if you use a bleed here, then you're going to be hitting a lot of damage. I mean, if you look up in my top corner on my XP tracker, it's actually got my DPM. Damage per minute is upwards of 750,000 pretty much constantly. So yeah, if only I could have that kind of DPM normally. I mean, yeah, the game would just be way too easy, but it's cool to see this kind of damage, just a little bit. Right, quest is complete. Dishonor Among Thieves. The reason I actually did that was to unlock the Seekers, which of course drop the Hex Hunter Bow. So in theory I can actually get the Hex Hunter Bow, the Inquisitor Staff, and the Pterosaur Maul from various places. And if I'm going to go and kill the Seekers, I'm going to need a decent ranged weapon. I could have gone to get myself a Royal Crossbow, but I thought in the interest of safety, I went to Dungeoneering and I got myself a few more tokens, because I was only about 5,000 tokens away from getting myself the Chaotic Crossbow and the offhand Chaotic Crossbow, which annoyingly, when I bought them, I found out that they actually come with only 20% charge. So I'm going to need to get a few more DG tokens to recharge them up to 100%, and then I can augment them. I've already got some Diamond Bolts E to use as ammo, so we've got a decent ammo set to go in these once I fix them up. They may have nerfed the XP here apparently, but it's still upwards of, well, it's over 1 million XP an hour here in defense, so yeah, 94 while duoing over there. And I may have a bit of an addiction to Big Game Hunter, but I need the bones for prayer, and I'm getting a little bit of Slayer XP as I'm going, so there's 89, and I should get 90 next time, which will let me unlock Anarchaea. Shout out goes to the guys at the Core Hunting Friends chat for helping me get this 94 so much quicker. If you're ever at Hall of Memories, go in this Friends chat. There'll always be somewhere where you can get very quick XP on some world. Then the final quest of today is the Fremenic Isles. I've just got to kill this ice troll dude and decapitate him, kind of reminiscent of Elvarg, take the head back to the king, and this lets me get the yak hide shop in Yatiso, which I mean eventually I'll use to make a bunch of pack yaks for training summoning, but for now I'm doing it so I can actually kill the yaks on Nature's Knot and get myself a pair of yaks, 4-player and farm, which is starting to get moving. As usual, to round out the episode, let's look at the stats on the account at this point. I think you've seen pretty much everything that's changed really since the last episode, but a couple of things worth pointing out are, of course, the divination level is getting really high now, so I'm super happy with that, 1 level away from incandescence, and we've only got a few levels left below 80. We've still got fire making, fletching, farming, and summoning left to go to get level 80s in all skills, and so yeah, that's going to be my plan for next time. Get all those up to 80 and then carry on with the quests, because I've started doing a decent amount of questing in this episode and I do want to keep that going. There's not much else really to point out in the stats today that you haven't already seen, so the final thing to do is to look at the game hours. At the end of last episode we were on 1,778 hours, and I've timed this is entirely unintentional, but 1,879 hours, so 101 hours in this episode. Most of the footage of this has come from like only 10 hours, but I've done a ton of AFKing, especially at harps, and obviously agility takes ages to get a tiny little clip, so I'm just kind of showing all the background work that goes into it. It does take a very long time to get these videos out, so hopefully it won't be too long until the next one. Questing obviously speeds up how often I can get these videos out because there's just more clips to show, but I will see you probably in a couple of weeks for the next one. Goodbye.